up? Let's talk about what's going on. All right, a lot of news about North Korea. Stocks are down as of this video. They were down yesterday, but they recovered late at the end of the day. S&P was only down fractionally. I spoke about that. Look, if the North Korean, first of all, I do not think, and I actually hope we do not end up in a war, but I do not think that is going to happen. Number one, I think North Korea's threats are bluster. I think the greater risk is that the U.S. does something stupid, prompted by Trump and his aggressive words, fire and fury, and all that. So that's number one. Number two, maybe the sell-off, the catalyst for this sell-off might be the North Korean situation. However, as you know, I feel that this sell-off and correction, if we are indeed in a correction, was a long time coming. I have been telling you about other market averages which have not confirmed the recent new highs in the Dow. For example, I spoke last week about the big sell-off in the Dow Transportations. That's down 6% from its high from July 14th. Yesterday, I was talking about the small caps in the Russell 2000, which, by the way, today is down at a 3-month low. The Dow Transport's closing in on its recent low, I believe, at 91.46. We're about 20 points away from that. So, and I spoke also yesterday about the Nikkei index, the Japanese stock index, also trading at the lowest level since June 1st. That was yesterday. It's down lower. So we've had a number of important market indices which were not corroborating the new highs in the Dow. So, and I think, it was pretty clear that the run-up in stocks, even if you had the support of the fiscal flows, which I was talking about, the growth in federal spending, while in absolute terms is quite high, the rate of spending growth has been very slow. And last year, even when we had twice the rate of spending growth, you had plenty of back and forth action in the stock market. We have not seen that. And I have given you the statistic that we have not seen a market condition like this for 25 years. You have to go back 25 years for the last time that all three of the major indices, the Dow, the S&P, and the NASDAQ, did not experience at least a 5% correction. So it's clearly an aberration here, and we may be at the start of a correction in that aberration, a very welcome one. I would love to see a sell-off that really scares everybody. I would not want to see a war, but I would love to see a sell-off that shakes out a lot of the fashionistas who have been partying nonstop for a very long time. I mean, their party makes the Met Gala look like romper room. It looks like kid stuff, all right? Now, gold. I have been consistently bullish on gold. I've been talking about the inflation outlook. I have been correct on that. When gold sold off last month down to low 1,200 something, a lot of you Mousey boys here, you mocked me. You said, oh, I bought gold on Mike Norman's recommendation, and the bottom fell out. Well, you should be thanking me if you held on to it, because you're making a lot of money right now. I sent out an email a little while ago to all the MMT Trader subscribers talking more in depth about the market condition of gold, the market composition of gold. In other words, what's happening with open interest, what's happening with COMEX delivery notices right now. Very important. There's a lot of gold standing for delivery, and that is supply, which the market right now is handling very well. All right, and I said if we can get through August with this hefty amount of supply on the market, then the rest of the year looks pretty good, at least up until December. All right, so I sent that. If you want that email, go to my website, pitbulleconomics.com, and sign up for a 30-day free trial of MMT Trader. And I will send you that email. You'll get the current report, and you'll be able to look at all the back issues. By the way, my gold position, which I have had on now since last November or something like that, that is break even. So I pay with time. Okay, a lot of you stop yourselves out, you take losses, you think that losing is the path to winning. I have to tell you something, it is not. I had several people yesterday who emailed me, some followers of mine, some subscribers, some students said, Mike, I've been with you for a long time. All right, well over a year. I have not had a single loss trading. I have not had a single loss trading. Another guy who was really brand new to Forex trading. He has, taken all my courses and really kind of taken everything to heart. And this guy is just knocking it out of the park. He has not had a single loss. He has increased his account substantially in a short period of time. So it's all doable, people. It's all doable. Advancement in the world, advancement in human history comes from thinking differently. For all of you parrots out there who read something in a book, okay, cut your losses short and let your profits run. Use stop losses. They're prudent. That is money management. Okay? That is not different thinking. That is loser thinking. That is loser thinking. I win every single time. There has not been a single closed out trade from MMT Trader that has not been a profit. I win every single time. Every single time. Speaking of which, my long dollar Canada position, it's only about 150 pips away now from break even. It was much farther underwater. I definitely misjudged the extent of the buying of the Canadian dollar, but that was all part of the weak US dollar scenario, which I called at the beginning of even before the beginning of the year. I called it well before the beginning of the year. I said the US dollar will be falling when all of you were saying, oh, look at the dollar index and they're going to raise rates and that's going to be so bullish for the dollar. And I told you that rate hikes are not bullish for the dollar. What else? Speaking of currencies, the yen, which I said is extremely bullish. Listen, with all this North Korea stuff, this saber rattling, this ratcheting up of tensions, you would think the yen would be collapsing, but it is rallying. And I said a week or two ago in my MMT Trader report, the best trade out there right now is being long the yen. And of course, that is what is happening again. So people, we all get it right. Those of you who are in my group, you know this. We are SEAL Team 6. We are winners. We are not mousy boys. We're not parrots. We're not fashionistas. You know, we got the mental game. We got the mental toughness. I mean, some of you drop out. Some of you can't handle it. And I've said this in the past. I welcome that. The whole system, the whole approach is designed to weed out the weak. We cannot have that. I might like you personally. I might think you're a nice person. But if you don't have the mental toughness, if you don't have the mental game, if you don't have the resilience, if you're not able to handle adversity, indeed, if you're not even desirous of going after adversity, looking for it, embracing it, wanting it, waking up every day and saying, give me the best you got in terms of the hardest situation, and I don't want you on my team. I do not. You're not going to make it. I want you on my team, but I'm telling you this, you're not going to make it on my team. And this is SEAL Team 6. All right, everybody. See you guys later. Bye-bye.